Well, hey Virgo, how about a message from your future self? It is Mutable Signs Week, and that means you. We're going to see what the cards tell us is happening for you now, what's happening in the future, and then we're going to get some advice from your future self and find out who that future self is and how far into the future they might be. It'll all become clear. Just come along with me, Virgo. I keep seeing the Fool. I don't know. It's like you're going on a journey and you're starting something new. Let's see. Let's see if that comes up again. What did I also see? The Moon. Okay. What's going on? King of Air. This is you in the present. You have learned about the kindness as it connects to the truth. King of Air. Very wise, very intellectual, but it's also like, I look this particular King of Air, he's got like a lot, it's almost like his eyes are closed. Yeah, that sort of freaks me out. It's almost like I keep thinking they're like sewn shut when I look at this card these days. But the King of Air, air is truth, is swords, is your mind. So I always read the King of Air as a person who has learned to use the truth in a way that connects to the heart with love. And that's what it means to me to be the King of Air. And because I'm your reader, that's what your future means. You are there. Very beautiful. Okay, the future, we see quite a bit going on. Very interesting. So we see Nine of Earth. This is a card of self-sovereignty. This is you in your beautiful home. You've earned everything here, and you've made it yourself. And it doesn't mean no one else is in there. It's just about you with you. It's a solitary energy. We also get some exhaustion, a Nine of Fire. But this is a really beautiful Nine of Fire because what we see is that you are dedicated in following the stars here. And Virgo, your card is Virgo, and for some reason this comes in as like a lower suit version of Virgo, which is that you look to your own inner light to guide you. And then there is an Eight of Water. This is your future. So sort of it looks like you're going through a new cycle. We see you leaving out of emotional discontent, seeking contentment. This has not satisfied. Whatever this wealth is has not satisfied. So we see you usually like going on a spiritual journey, and it's something to do with nostalgia with the past. This card is very much kind of a criticism of when you get caught up in the past. It's a very, like the Hermit. The light, the insight comes from reflecting on the past. There's a lot of very Virgo-y Hermit energy. The Six of Water, nostalgia, getting stuck in the past in certain ways. So I think that we see you confronting this in the future from a strong place, from a steady and passionate and dedicated place. It's as if you are no longer willing to resist facing this fundamental discontent, and that when you look at it, it lies in your past and in a long struggle, but that you're ready for it. We see you're ready for it now with the King of Air. It's like you're being honest with yourself, and you're facing the truth, and you're wise. And then we also see you in the future, sovereign, with that confidence and that security to make this move. It's like you've been resisting this move, and you're not going to anymore somehow. But let's see. We will ask your future self what they want to tell you about this future. So we're going to ask a few questions, and we'll break them down as we go. We're going to use a light seers to find out what Virgo's future self thinks is going on. And it comes into me in some of these future self readings. It's that it's just you in the future. And, in the future, you're also not going to be all seeing and all knowing. It's just the opinion of a future self and some advice. Like, what would you tell yourself however long ago? So, I don't know why I'm compelled to tell you that, Virgo, but let's see. This is a journey about change, the Wheel of Fortune. And I really see, again, this kind of opening up to the divine, to divine guidance. It feels very spiritual. What is hidden from you that your future self wants you to know? The Queen of Wands, Fire Queen, the sexiest card in the tarot. She is the queen of the law of attraction. It may be that you don't see, there's something here about self-sovereignty, about being the queen of your life and knowing that you can make it so, whatever it is that you want to make so. That if there's discontent, the answer lies within you. And that you have to somehow look at the past. And it's like the Six of Water, like this feels like nostalgia, or the past is somehow where you need to look, but it's also when you look there, you see what you need to know in order to make this journey that releases you into seeing this fiery energy of this Queen of Wands. Okay, what you need to release on this journey. Recognition, very clear. Six of Wands. Recognition from others. It's a very private, internal journey, Virgo. So if you care what other people think, that is what you need to release. Okay. What you want to embrace is something is over, the ending and a new beginning. A portal. You're entering a portal from one world into the other. And in order to go ahead, to leave, you're discontented, right? So you have to leave something behind. And it's something old that you have to leave behind. It's hard to leave, but you get to go to a new place when you leave it. It's a portal, Virgo. All right. Embrace it. Embrace the ending. Embrace the beginning. And who is this future self, and when are they? Ooh, Queen of Swords. Somebody with great clarity, the counterpart of this one. So if you're in the King of Swords, like I always think he's kind of kind. She's not read as kind. I think it's kind to do what she does, because she will say, you're not in, I can't have this anymore. I need to leave this. I need to let this go. She's good at letting go. I think that's kind. Like, nobody wants to be kept out of obligation. Maybe I'm wrong. I wouldn't want to be kept out of obligation. But the Queen of Swords, she doesn't care. She's also very soon. Swords are fast. It's near. This ending is near. It feels like what you have to do is know that you're the queen. This is very much about when you realize that you are the sovereign of your own life. Then you give up caring what other people think. You embrace the ending of whatever was, and you move forward into a journey that brings you into change in your favor, but change nonetheless. It's an inevitable feeling change with the wheel. And what do we have? On the bottom, we have a new emotional beginning. And we also have a need to shift from feeling abandoned and left out and picking up that key and opening that door and entering this place. So there's some movement that is needed here for you to move through this portal. It's a portal. You're entering into a new place. It's a place inside of you. And to do this, you need to realize that you're the Queen of Wands. You can make the world that you want to live in, and that's what you're not seeing. Okay? Let's clarify. It seems simple, but let's see if we can find out more about this, Virgo, if you're interested. Okay, so the journey is a journey of transformation. in the wheel, sense of the wheel, which is fortunes always change. I always read the wheel as positive, because I think even when things are hard, there's a positive to it. This doesn't look hard, except we see the 8 of water and the 6 of water. There's a discontentedness and a nostalgia that's kind of keeping you torn. Okay. You're changing your mind specifically. This is letting go of old paradigms, thoughts. These are your ideas, concepts, stories. So that's changing. And this is the 10. Oh, there she is again, the 9 of Pentacles, self-sovereignty. That's a beautiful card for that. The tiger. It's the same as this, 9 of Earth that we already saw. Beautiful. So this is what you change into the sovereign of yourself, very clearly. And High Priestess. You intuitively already know about this journey. And I think that's why the swords being soon, your future self is very, very close. You're almost there. And you know this already because it's just like, boom, right there. So in a way, you probably already know that you have the qualities of this Queen of Wands. Very powerful, very confident. She can use her willpower, her passion to manifest. So what else? This is what's hidden from you. But I don't think it's very hidden because we just saw the High Priestess. There's that King of Swords. This is where you are now. It reiterates what I just said, which is right now, you have that sword of truth. You know this already, even though in the reading, it's hidden. It's like you intuitively know it, but you haven't taken it, right? Strength. You have the strength. That's an interesting strength card. I don't often use this deck. Every time I do, I'm like, I should use this deck more often. It's a scarab. I'm like, aren't you curious? Like, why would that be? Is there a book in here? Let's see. Strength is as a scarab. Number 7. Oh, it's a Hercules beetle. Okay, in contrast to the physical willpower of the Chariot, strength is about overcoming difficulties through inner strength. Right, that's what we've been seeing. Strength is about taming your inner beasts to let your inner voice shine through. Stand up for what is right no matter what. Offer love, compassion, and forgiveness to others. Yes, that is what the Strength card is about. I don't know why it's this beetle because it didn't tell us. Okay, what else? There's that 5 of Pentacles. We've seen it twice. There's a feeling of poverty about you instead of this knowledge of strength. But the 5 of Pentacles is always there. Like this tree is just wintering, and spring will come and it will bloom. And so there's this kind of like, again, this inner wealth. It's like you're there for yourself. You're sovereign of yourself. And you have power. You have, like, strength is the card that beats the devil in the tarot. So you have what it takes, and you know it intuitively. Okay, you're supposed to release recognition by others, Virgo. The need for victory. It's very short-lived anyway. It's like you won the Oscar, and then what? Okay? 6 of Wands. There is your card, the Hermit, coming in as an octopus. Really fantastic, talented, mysterious animal that you are. And the Hermit here, this octopus, she's very much not about public recognition. She goes alone. She goes private, you know? This 9 of Earth energy is very Hermit energy. Also, Virgo, you have Earth. The Emperor. Energy of Aries. But it's just the solitary energy that we see here. Emperor has more of this 6 of Wands need for recognition. It's and there's your choice. Okay. Yeah, so you're in a dilemma between the Hermit and the Emperor. So the Emperor is a very public figure. And if you are a public figure, you imagine yourself to be like really important to public eyes. There's a lot of that in this particular Six of Wands. You're supposed to release that, and we can see that you're in a dilemma between yourself, the Hermit, and this public recognition. That's really clear. Okay, you're embracing some kind of ending and a new beginning, this portal into a new life. Let's find out more about that. It's very near. It's soon. There's your Six of Cups, your nostalgia. It's keeping you from launching through the portal into this new life. The Tower, it's going to come down anyway. If you don't leave it, it's over anyway. Something, the ending of this life that you're clinging to out of nostalgia is coming anyway. And there's the Devil. But remember, you have this strength. So, yeah, you're stuck here. You're in discontent. Your thoughts are what's keeping you stuck, right? And we see this Five of Pentacles twice here. Underneath, like, what you don't see, which is you're this. You can do it, whatever it is. You kind of know that, but you're having trouble because the Devil is preventing you from walking through this portal. So what we learn here is embrace this ending, and then we can see why you're having trouble you're having trouble embracing it. The Tower here says you might as well embrace it. It's going to come down anyway. It's built on a shaky foundation. This volcano is going to erupt, and it's a force of nature that's outside of your power. And that's what this said too. This is a journey about change, and it's really not in your power to decide on this change. It's just coming. So you would be wise to feel confident in who you are, like the Queen of Wands. You would be wise to forget what other people think. You're being advised to be yourself, be the Hermit. Go inward, go to your inner light. Know you are sovereign of your own life. We see you in the near future knowing this and acting accordingly. Queen of Swords, she has clarity. She puts down some kind of burden. The fire, wands are fire. So when you put down a burden in a 10, there is a 10 of Pentacles. I see you ahead having that abundance. I just love this wolf. Well, let's look at him again. This is, you have everything you need. You've got the whole family here. 2 10s though. That's very clear that the world has come. In the Wands and the Pentacles, you've achieved everything. So you're done with that cycle. And then there's room for a new vision. 2 of Wands. Beautiful, wide open vision. So the burden that you put down has to do with family. It's like we see the wolf with her cubs, with her pups, and that's over. Maybe they're grown up and it's time to have a new vision. So it could be as simple as that, Virgo. What's going on the bottom? There's just a couple cards here on the bottom. You see fire, action, a message, and it is a 6 of Pentacles. So you've had the 5 of Pentacles here a couple times. This is really about charity, generosity, giving. And like it's like spring. Remember we had winter in the 5, and here's spring in the 6. So it is like, to me, this is saying that this awareness about your Queen of Wands, your fire, willpower, that message, that 8 of Wands, coming to you this spring. Coming soon to a theater near you. The ending and the opportunity for a new vision. And you get here by knowing that you are the queen or the leader in this very feminine, confident way. You can wield your passion, you can wield the truth. You know who you are, and you give up recognition, nostalgia, and self-defeating ideas that keep you tied up. Okay? And that is your message from your future self, Virgo. I hope this helps. Do let me know. Have a great day.